My name is Stephinika Thompson. I am a CNA, have been for the last 17 years. I work at NHC, and I'm currently enrolled full time in nursing school to become an RN. I have two children, Kaylee, who is 12, and then my son Jarrett, who is 7. Yes, there was a tipping point. The tipping point was staying somewhere and not getting what you're paying for. There would be days where the air conditioning unit would go out in the middle of summer and we'd be a week without air conditioning. It's 100 degrees outside, or you'd come home and you've spent $300-$400 on groceries, and then your refrigerator is out and you're without a refrigerator for 4 days. Groceries are now bad. And then when you go in, you turn in your maintenance sheet that you have to turn in to have things fixed, and you hear, well, if you don't like it, you can just move. And so, yes, that was my tipping point to say, hey, there's got to be somewhere out there, there's got to be someone, there's got to be something that's willing to help if I'm willing to put in the work. And I was at work, and a coworker had asked, who I work with, who's also a Habitat homeowner, said, hey, maybe you should try Habitat. That's what I'm involved in. That's what I'm getting my home through. And it was actually 2 days before the deadline was up. And I met it. So that's how I got connected with Habitat. Oh, my Habitat home, I moved there in May of 2022. And it's been great. It has been awesome. We have a yard. Kids are enjoying their own rooms, and there's a lot of space there. I have great neighbors, and then my 2 pit bulls can actually roam around and have fun and not be locked up in a kennel most of the day. So it's great. It's great. They have adjusted so well. They're happy. They have their yard. We're not worried if we're going to walk in there and not have a refrigerator or a door, or if we're going to walk in there and somebody else is sitting in there, because the doors now lock. They lock safely and they're secure. So that has been the biggest blessing, not having to worry, or I'm going to have to eventually move because things here are not operating like they should, and so now I have to uproot my kids again. So that stability in itself gives you peace and sleep and rest. And my kids, they enjoy it, and they have their own space. And one's not worried about the other one stepping on their side of the room or taking her pink poster down when he wanted blue. So it's been great for them, and it's been great for me because I can sleep. Less arguments between the children. So it works. It works out just fine. As far as my sweat equity hours goes, as far as going and working next to everybody here in Habitat and then just random volunteers, that was great. That was awesome. I met a lot of different people. Everybody there was always willing to help. If there was something that you didn't know how to do, they were willing to jump in and show you and explain it to you and walk you through it step by step. I put together my cabinets, the actual frame. I put the siding on to my house. I had a hand in every single thing. And it's great because I'm reminded when I go up those steps, when I open that door, when I open that cabinet, when I walk down those steps, when I look at that siding, it's like, hey, I personally, I did that. These cabinets open because the guys at Habitat and the ladies at Habitat helped me, showed me how to put these hinges on these cabinets correctly. And it helps now because if there's something to go wrong into the house, I know I've done this before. So I can do it. I can do it again. After completing the process with Habitat of getting my home, I sat and I thought, or there's something else that I've been wanting to do for years, and I just made up every excuse. I don't have the time, or I'm too tired, or I just need to work. If I work hard or work over, I'll make enough money, and so I'll be just fine. But there was just kept being this constant nag, and that was school. And Habitat gave me the motivation I needed to go to school, because I figured if I could do those 300 hours of sweat equity hours, if I could show up every day and do that. It took me 2 years to get my home, and it was a lot of hard work, and it paid off. And I said, if I could do that, if I could dedicate 2 years to get my home, then I can do 18 months to get my RN. And that's what I'm doing now. And financially, just learning to save and not splurge just because it's there. Physically, I'm a lot stronger. Mentally, I'm a lot stronger. Because you have family. They become your family here, and you know that at the end of the day, if you need to, you can always email, you can always call, you can always reach out. And if you need that push to get through whatever, they're going to be there for you. They don't just stop when you get the keys to your home. And that's where the physical and the mental strength comes from. Because at the end of the day, if I feel like I don't have anybody, I know that this organization, the people here, they have my back. And that's the thing you need. That's what you want. And Habitat's giving that to me.